G'day guys, what's going on? So we are in Taiwan. We are here for the Tech Content Creator Festival. This goes from Tuesday to Sunday. Today is Saturday. It's actually really hot, but I'm very excited to be here. So this festival is all about how content creators, artists, businesses are using technology in different ways. So using AR, VR, XR, AI, lots of terms that I'm throwing around here. But today I'm going to be sharing with you guys inside how these kinds of technologies are translating for artists, for content creators, and also for businesses as well. So if you guys found this video interesting, don't forget to chuck a like, get subscribed, and let's begin. So just out of interest for everyone, this building or this area, this actually all used to be an old tobacco manufacturing, I guess, factory, if you want to call it that. So stage number one is for innovation. So that's where people are sort of like pitching ideas to get funding, and also sharing like new tech and like new concepts. And then stage number two, I'm pretty sure that one is all for business. So this is, yeah, warehouse 2, this is all for businesses to sort of talk to each other, try and get a bit more exposure to the rest of the market and to sort of share what they're using VR or AI for example. And then we've got 3, again, a continuation of that, so more businesses. And then we've got the innovation part, which is all the creators. So inside number 4, we'll actually see a little bit more content creator, installations for, different ways that they've actually used tech to create, express themselves through art using tech. So there was some really cool stuff in there using LiDAR, using VR, using XR. So yeah, 4 big, warehouses. And then this is the actual old tobacco factory here, which is, not really being used for anything at the moment. I think people can go in there and use the facilities if they want, use Wi-Fi, all that kind of stuff. But really the part that we're going to be focusing on is these 4 different stages here. Now on this trip as well, I brought along my mate Cam Shand. His YouTube channel is down in the video description, but inside this hall there was literally probably about a dozen different exhibits, and I could have spent probably hours with each individual one, but for the rest of this video I'm going to be talking about the ones that I thought were most exciting. But honestly, I wish more cities in more countries did events like this because it was really cool. Okay, so post Eggscape experience reaction. First of all, they're using an Oculus 2, which is now, I think, Facebook Meta. The mark on my head, my God, the clamping pressure was pretty insane. But besides that, the actual experience was insane. As you guys kind of saw, as you are seeing on the footage now, we were basically in this virtual, what would you call it, like a map? And basically everyone had a character. We had to get coins, we had to get cash, we had to defeat the robots, and the person with the highest score at the end, which was determined by how much coins you got, how much cash you got, was the winner, and also how many robots or Legos you destroyed. But actually it was a really cool experience, and I can imagine this being very popular if the price of the headsets comes down. But that was my first augmented reality experience, and that was actually pretty freaking sick. So anyway, on to the next one. Now this next one I was actually really excited about. This is called Versus AI Street Fighting. This is a piece of software that is built on top of the Midjourney platform. If you don't know about Midjourney, I will leave a link to their software down in the video description. But basically you would sit down at a terminal and you would verse AI, or you would verse another person and try and create an image based on a topic. The topic was actually given to you by AI, and then after you gave, Discord the instructions on, what you wanted the image to look like, and you sort of tried to put weight on certain words, you got about 200 seconds, and once the countdown was done, both of the images would be put up onto a wall where people could see, but then the AI would actually choose which one was better. And it's actually really interesting to sort of see AI come up with the image, but then also make the decision on which person did a better job describing the image that the AI is basically asking you to describe. So really, really interesting installation, and it really poses the question about, human imagination and creativity combined with AI, and how they can both sort of live and exist in the same space. But I thought this was actually really cool. We got to meet the creators as well, some of the people who were actually working on the team to sort of deliver this installation. I did do an interview, but it was just a little bit too noisy to actually hear everything properly. But one thing I will say is that if you do want to do something like this for yourself, you will need some pretty powerful hardware, and you will need to actually pay for the software as well, which could be quite expensive. Now this one I actually think is pretty cool. So this is called V-Type, and basically what they've got here is motion capture software essentially that you can get access to at home. So really all you need is a webcam, a PC, nothing too crazy, nothing too powerful. And instead of like interacting with like a character like you might do in The Sims, in a way you become the Sim, you become the virtual YouTuber. And so instead of maybe like being afraid of being on social media or being on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, you can use your web camera to sort of do the motion capture, and then you become your own character, whatever you want to be, your different personality. And so then if we go around here, we can see what people are doing. So on the top there is like a Insta360 camera. So it's capturing this person here, and so whatever movement she makes, the character makes. And then you could stream this to like Twitch or Kick or Facebook or YouTube or whatever it is, and then people could like interact with you through the character. Pretty sweet. Now this one I feel like I need to whisper about. I don't know why. It just seems a little bit wrong. But this is essentially a way to get around restrictions to public information. So there's a website called uncensoredlibrary.com, and you might not be able to get to that if you're on certain web browsers in certain countries. And so what they've done here is they've imported the library into a Minecraft environment. So you're in Minecraft, you're playing the game, Minecraft is fine in the country you're in, and then what they've done is created a world where there's this library, and you can go and read these books that are completely banned in other countries, and you can read them through Minecraft, which is a little bit of an interesting subject. I don't know how they're sort of getting away with it, but I think it's really cool because I'm all about freedom of information and making information accessible to everyone. And I feel like if you do have like a firewall or something like that in your country, then this might be a way to get around. I don't know how long it's going to stay like this for until someone locks it down and catches on, but yeah, I think it's pretty sick. And so you can see here, they're actually going through a book about Russia, about Putin, about Alexander Sobkov, I think it was. And like this would probably be banned in Russia, but you can maybe get to it through Minecraft, which is just pretty crazy. Because those countries are probably like, oh, you're just playing a video game, but actually you're reading information about maybe things they don't want you to see. So it's pretty pretty sensitive subject, but I'm all for it. Now, after we spent quite a bit of time in the first hall checking out the exhibits from the content creators, we moved across to the next warehouses, which had a lot of businesses. So there was a lot of production houses, tourism companies, advertising companies, all basically there trying to network with each other, trying to get into different markets, maybe trying to get funding for the show or for the program that they're trying to put together. And I thought what was really cool about this is that content creators could also sort of mingle with these people. And then the cherry on top is you had the leaders from different tech spaces there to sort of, be a resource if you wanted to sort of collaborate and make a connection there as well. So you've got tech, movie, TV shows, content creators, innovation, artists, all just in one place, which I thought was really, really awesome. So after about 4 or 5 hours of walking around, talking to people, we left, got some food, rehydrated to get back into it. Now, another thing I will say that was really cool about this event is that it didn't cater to specifically one audience. So if you're a filmmaker, or if you're someone who's into NFTs, or if you're someone who's into LiDAR, or if you're into AI, like there is literally something there for everyone. So even though for me personally, I'm really into the hardware and I really love talking about tech specs and, you know, looking at stuff like the VTuber content was really cool. There was stuff there for Cam, there was stuff there for literally everyone. So really amazing to have this event put so many different genres in one place. Now, something that I did get quite excited about was seeing an ASUS ROG section at the TCCF where they had a demonstration on how they basically put together and produce the ASUS ROG Saga TV show or animated TV show, which is actual real people doing motion capture, and they were basically plugging their ASUS ROG laptop. But either way, I thought it was really cool to see ASUS there, not just as a hardware partner because they were a sponsor, but also they're, I guess, showcasing how they create content in-house specifically for them. Now, this last part of TCCF, we actually checked out the innovation space, and when we walked in, there was actually a guy giving a presentation from Europe. I believe he was in Germany somewhere, and in the little booth in the right hand side of the screen, you can see there's actually a couple people, I believe, doing live translation for the audience who was actually sitting in the chair, maybe with a headphone plugged in. But this is actually a really cool space that maybe I wish I spent a little bit more time hearing from people around the world who are actual innovators in this space, talking about how it might be used and consumed in the future. So guys, that's pretty much a wrap of TCCF in Taiwan. It was incredible. There was so many different people from so many different sectors and genres, so it didn't really matter if you were a content creator or an innovator or an artist or a business. Like, there was something there for everyone. Even if you're just, you know, a visitor and you want to see some really incredible tech, it was really worth the visit. And a big shout out to Benson and the team at the TCCF for getting us access, for flying us over to attend this event, because it was absolutely awesome and I would go back again in a heartbeat. Now, the next video, so day 3, we actually visited the Guanghua Digital Plaza. So make sure you come back and check out that video. Bit of a quick summary. Guanghua Digital Plaza is probably the biggest tech shopping center in Taiwan. It originally started out as an old book shopping center, so for old books, that was the name that it was given, but it's now all about technology. So ASUS, MSI, Thankyou, Gigabyte, Logitech, like every big brand that you can think of, every big tech player that you can think of, all in one building. And then next door there was another place that was about 9 levels, and then outside with all the shops as well, I reckon there would have been close to 100 different computer shops selling water cooling components, custom PCs, custom connectors, custom keyboard switches, like literally everything and anything that you can think of you could get in literally like a 1 or 2 block radius of this digital plaza. So if you are someone like me who is addicted to tech and you love going shopping for it, come back and check out this video because it was just insane. I think after I got to like the 3rd level, I was just completely overwhelmed because I've never seen such a selection in such a small amount of space. So it was absolutely crazy. But big shout out to Benson and the team at the Taiwan Tourism Board for flying me and Cam over for this event to let us really experience Taiwan. Like, Taiwan's been amazing to get around. The country's super clean, it's super affordable. Really just, I think, a must travel destination if you're into tech, but it's also just a beautiful country in general. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to chuck it a like, get subscribed, come back for the next video, because guys, you have never seen anything like it.